I think we're filming.
Are we?
We're filming. We got some autofocus going on now.
Babe.
Okay. There, oh! There we go. Babe, look at that focus. Go back.
Hi guys, it's Kaya and Ryan. Welcome to another vlog.
And we are back!
Today we're doing something different. We're doing a sit-down video.
Yes, we're gonna talk about kind of our story, how we started dating. It's pretty awesome. We got Gucci walking around. You should probably see her head pop in. But we're gonna talk about that. We're gonna talk about how we met. We're gonna talk about all that cool stuff. Why we're making YouTube videos. It'll be pretty cool. Let's just keep it rolling. Let's get right into it. So I'll have Kaya start the story off. It's pretty cool. She tells it a lot better than I do.
No, he's funnier.
But
okay.
Well, the only reason I'm funnier is because I felt the of this emotion that you're about to listen to.
So we met in 5th grade.
5th grade, yes.
Yeah, we went to the same elementary school. I moved I moved a lot when I was little, so I went to a bunch of elementary schools. So I moved to his elementary school in 5th grade.
Mm-hmm. And let me tell you, I had the biggest crush on this girl ever.
We both had crushes on each other in 5th grade, but we never talked. We talk a little bit. We were like 10 years old, so obviously we'd like play together at recess or whatever. But we aren't like friends in 5th grade.
Yeah, because she didn't like me at all.
And we were in the same class too. And then 6th grade, we were in the same class again. And he started talking to me 6th grade year.
Pretty much took 2 elementary grade years to win her over. Win her over, that's what I thought I had done. We had talked a little bit. We went on a date. Oh, there's Gucci popping in.
I don't even remember how we started talking in 6th grade. Like how it became like...
I don't know. It was a long time ago. It was a long time ago. But I ended up asking her to hang out with me, which I thought was a date, which it was a long time ago when we were super young, so I don't know if that actually counts. But we met at a local supermarket and then walked to this duck pond that was about 1.5 miles away. And I just remember being so nervous. Like, oh my gosh. Like, I'm going to hang out with the Kaya Swenson. And, yeah, that's how it all started.
So that was our first date, technically.
Technically, that was our first date. To me, that was our first date. But this is where it gets juicy, ladies and gentlemen. Picture this. It's lunchtime. I am trying to talk to, like, the cool kids, you know. I'm like, yo, you gotta meet my girlfriend. She's awesome. She's in our class. Her name's Kaya. I was like, come here, Kaya. This is my girlfriend. Kaya comes over and was like, whoa. I am not your girlfriend. Hi, Gooch. Hi. Welcome to the video. Okay. Oh, hi. Oh my goodness. Hi. Oh.
Okay, you got...
Okay. No, we're not trying to play. Be sweet. Be sweet.
Sweet.
Be sweet. Lay down.
Sweet.
Be sweet. Or go play with your ball or something. Wow.
You're dating Gucci now?
I'm
Yours
dating...
and Gucci's story?
This is me and Gucci's story. This is a story of me and Gucci. Oh, Kaya! Nice to meet you. And we're getting to the juicy part of the story, too.
Go.
Alright, back to the story. We're in the lunchroom. I'm telling my friends that they have to meet my new girlfriend. She's so awesome. And then she comes over and she's like, hold up. I am not your girlfriend.
I didn't think that was a thing in elementary school.
Oh, it was a thing.
No.
Yes. I wanted you to be my first girlfriend.
And I didn't think that 6th graders had boyfriends and girlfriends.
Wasn't about it. Dreams crushed. Just like that. And then she moved away to 6th grade me thought like Japan. I thought she was moving to like Japan or something, you know, because when you're in the 6th grade, someone moves away, even if it's a few cities over, it feels like they're moving away across seas because we couldn't drive or anything then, so it was like forever away.
Yeah.
But she ended up just moving a few cities away, about 30 minutes south of where we live now.
So I moved 1 term into 6th grade, so I only went to school for like 2 or 3 months of 6th grade.
Yeah.
And so all of like our like...
All of this happened.
All of our flirting and stuff in 6th grade.
Everything happened about a month and then she disappeared.
So
And I was like,
yeah, all of a sudden I had to move, and I only had like a week notice maybe before I moved.
mm-hmm.
And I didn't know this until 1 year ago when we started dating currently.
Yes.
But he didn't come to my last day of school because he couldn't imagine saying goodbye to the love of his life.
I didn't want to say goodbye to her, and so I didn't go to her last day of school. I stayed home sick, and yeah, and the next day I went, she was gone. And then that was horrible. I felt horrible. I was like, oh, she's gone, oh, you know. And then anyways, that happened, times goes by.
So we ran into each other a couple times while
Yeah.
we were like young teenagers and then going into high school.
Into junior high school-ish, 8th, 9th grade, I saw her a couple of times, and every time I saw her, I was like, holy smokes, is that the Kaya Swenson? You know, like, I'd always get super nervous and, like, weird.
Yeah.
Awkward, because I was like, whoa, that's Kaya Swenson, you know? I was like, whoa. But about 3 years ago, this is getting juicy again, folks. About 3 years ago, she added me on Snapchat.
We followed each other on Instagram for our whole lives.
Yeah, we've always been friends on Instagram.
And so he posted on Instagram his Snapchat, and I was like, oh, cool, you know, I went to elementary school with this kid, I'll add him and talk like an old elementary school friend. And he did not think of it that way.
I was like, yo, Kaya Swenson Dad is adding my Snapchat. This is my chance.
And we were like juniors at
Yeah,
the time,
I was like,
so we were old enough.
This is my second chance. I was like, this is it. I'm doing it. And I talked to her for 3 or 4 days and was like super stoked. And then about the 4th day into talking with her, she sends me a Snapchat of this guy. This curly-headed, really ugly guy. I was like, who is that? And she's like, oh, that's my boyfriend. And I was like,
And
what?
just a notice here, he tried for years. Like every time we would see each other, he'd try and come talk to me, and I'd like go away. Like I'd walk away before he could come find me.
Yeah, because she didn't want to talk to me.
Or he'd Snapchat me, and I would say, oh, that's my boyfriend. But the whole time, I never knew that he was trying. I never knew that he had interest in me.
No, the whole time she thought I was just like being a friendly homie, you know?
Because if I knew that he had interest in me, we would have been together for 5 years by now.
Maybe, but I had interest in her, but I guess I wasn't obvious about that enough. So
I Snapchatted him that I had a boyfriend.
and then I stopped.
Yeah,
I disappeared off the face of the earth because I was like, I wanted to respect that and stuff. And then I didn't see her for like 2 or 3
2 years maybe.
2 or 3 or 4, I don't know, a long time.
So the next time he saw me, after I Snapchatted him that I had a boyfriend, that guy and I broke up, and I went on a few casual dates with this boy that my mom...
Not just any boy either.
Yeah.
Okay, so if you know me, I ride BMX, and as I was growing up in BMX to get to where I am today, I was like trying to be the best I could be, trying to be the best out of anyone. I was like trying to progress so fast, and there was another kid that was from a different city that was progressing at about the same rate as me, but he was better than me, and he still probably is better than me, and it always made me super jealous. And we eventually became really good friends, and we rode together for a long time. But
they were like arch nemesis because they were fighting for the same spot on the same professional team.
Yeah. So we were like trying to fight for a spot on the team, kind of. I don't know, but there was some definite tension between me and him.
And I didn't know that at all. And so me and the first guy broke up. So I went on a couple dates with this kid, and he invites me to the skate park one day. They're having a BMX jam, and I was like, yeah, that sounds great, you know. So I show up at the BMX jam.
And I'm there riding. So
Yeah.
I'm riding. I haven't seen Kaya in years. Anyways, he shows up to the skate park with Kaya Swenson. And I was like...
We were standing over at my car, and he yells. He goes, hey, Ryan! And waves him over. And I was like... I look over, and my jaw dropped. And I'm like, no.
And this is all like the craziest stuff because like it wasn't connected. It was all just like random. And I come over and I look up and it's Kaya Swenson. I'm like,
And his
Are you
jaw
kidding
dropped
me?
too.
I was like, are you kidding me? Like, you're better at BMXing me, and you have my girlfriend. Like, that's not cool.
And
But
yeah.
yeah, so I was like super like jealous about that in a way. But then that day ended, and then I didn't see you again for
It was a pretty short time between our next two bump-ins.
maybe a year,
No, it was only like 6 months maybe.
maybe 6 months.
Yeah, around 6 months later, he walks into my work. I'm working at a sporting store at the time, and he walks into my work, and I notice as soon as he walks in, but he's like
I didn't see her at all. I'm going in there to buy knee pads, and then I'm trying to buy knee pads and get out so I can go ride.
And he's concentrated. He walks in and goes straight to those knee pads. And I saw him, and I'm standing next to my manager, and I vividly remember every moment I saw him in my whole life, and he remembers every moment he's seen me in his life, because we've always been important to each other. We just never put the dots together.
You have never put the dots together.
So,
That's all on you, honey bunny. That is all on you.
But you were obviously important to me because I remember every run-in we ever had.
Growing up, it was super weird. Like, we all had our own boyfriends and our own girlfriends and stuff, but like, we always bumped into each other. We were always relevant to each other throughout life. That we're still around. Like, you know, maybe it wasn't like our time or something.
Yeah.
I don't know, but it was super weird. And then I walk into Big Five to go buy knee pads, and she's sitting at the cash register. I didn't know she worked there or anything.
And I was like mentally prepping myself because I saw him walk in the door. He didn't even notice me, and so I'm waiting for him to come up to check out.
And I am totally unprepared. So I show up, I put my knee pads up, and I look up, and as I look up, it's Kaya, and I was like, oh my gosh.
His line for all the years was, holy shoot, is that Kaya Swenson?
Yeah, holy shit, is that Kaya Swenson? And that was just all I said, because that's all I could get out of my mouth.
He said that to me several times
5,
throughout
6
the years.
times. I don't know, every time I saw her over the last 10 years, I said that.
Yeah.
Because that was like the only thing I could say. And then anything after that, it was super awkward and weird, because I was like...
He was just blabbering.
Yeah. I left Big Five, and I was currently single at the time. And so I was looking at a dating website or something. I don't know what I was doing, but I saw her on it. And so I knew she was single.
Well, this was like 2 months after Big Five, probably.
Yeah, probably 2 months after. And I'm swiping right, you know, swiping left. All of a sudden, she pops up, and she was one of the very first ones that popped up on my dating website. So I only like swiped 2 or 3, and then it was her. And so I immediately swiped right on her, and like set my phone down and waited like 15 minutes. And was like...
Got impatient.
I was like, I'm not waiting for her to swipe on me. So I actually went and DM'd her and was like, hey, you know, like, I'm pretty upset that you haven't matched with me yet. Like, what the heck? What's going on? And then I asked her out, and that's how it kind of all started. And then from there, like, our very first date was at like 11 o'clock. And in one of the last videos you saw, we took you to our place at Farmington Canyon. It was 11 o'clock at night, and I said, okay, I'm coming to pick you up. We're going to Farmington Canyon. And so, like, we hadn't actually hung out with each other in 10 years. And the first time we hung out in 10 years, I picked her up at 11 o'clock at night, and we went up hammocking in Farmington Canyon.
But he knocked on my door, and it was like...
Yeah, it was like we were friends and had been friends for 10 years. It was like we didn't even miss a beat. Like, it was super awesome. It was a lot of fun, actually.
Nothing was ever awkward at all.
No. And it was way more awkward when I saw her those few times during the years, but...
Because when he said, let me take you out, he specifically said, let me take you out. Those exact words.
Yeah.
And that's when it clicked that he'd been trying to get with me. And I didn't... Because he'd never said anything like that before. He always, like, was beating around the bush. And so
I was over beating around the bush. I was like, this girl doesn't get it. Let me take you out on a date, girl. You know, I was like, I'm over trying to, like, be your friend. I won't take you out on a date. So
when he said that, it was just, we've been inseparable since, honestly.
Yeah, so it'll be a year in August.
Our first date was over a year ago, though.
Yeah. So we went on dates for about a month and a half or so before we actually made it official. We're going to New York. So we're flying to New York. We'll leave August 1st, and then we'll spend the week there. And we'll have our anniversary on August 5th, and then fly home
the next
6th.
day.
Yeah, the morning of the 6th. So, and you guys will see lots of videos from New York. That's going to be super awesome.
But yeah, he picked me up for our first date. And this is the first time we've, like, seen each other's faces.
Yeah.
In, like,
in years.
Like, talked face to face other than, like, the awkward encounters.
Yeah. And it has been years.
We've talked every single day since.
Yep.
Been with each other pretty much every single day since.
Yep.
And
It's been great. It's continuing to be great. And you guys are going to get to see the adventures. So throughout the year, we did a whole bunch of things. We went to Oregon. We went deep sea fishing. We went to the coast.
we've gone to like 5 states
We've
this year.
gone to 5 states this year. We went to West Yellowstone. We did a whole bunch of stuff we did Montana.
Yep.
And that kind of stuff. It's been a lot of fun. But we wanted to film it. We're like, oh, all these people are doing YouTube videos. Like, I had tried to do some fishing videos in the past.
We've kind of filmed things just for our personal sake because we like looking back on them.
Yeah, and I've hit my head a lot in BMX, so like it's really hard for me to remember something. So video really helps me remember and look back on things.
And they're like fun for us to make. Like we laugh the whole time. And
I enjoy making them. They're super fun. We've been buying cameras. This is actually filmed on a new camera. So hopefully we'll be able to use the camera more.
We already filmed stuff. Might as well post it.
Might as well put it on YouTube and see what happens. So that's kind of our story.
Yeah.
And hopefully you guys like the YouTube videos in the future.
So cute.
Hopefully you guys like the YouTube videos in the past. And if you haven't seen the YouTube videos in the past, go check those out. But like, comment, subscribe. Hopefully you like the video of us talking and rambling.
If you want us to do more sit down videos, let us know.
Yeah, we can do more sit down videos. If you have any questions or anything like that, let us know. We'll sit down and talk about it. It's an easy video idea, so let us know. And
we'll see you in the next one.
We'll see you in the next video.
Bye.
See ya.